Oh, welcome back to Into the Breach. This is actually a same-day recording, shockingly. Hey, did I set Monster Train to upload? I don't know, that's 1 p.m. I don't have to care. Yeah, this will be going up in about 4 hours. I had a run, but I didn't feel like finishing it, and I wanted to stream this game, so I scrapped it. It was like, I only did one island. It wasn't that good, don't worry. So, let's hop into it, shall we? We got heat sinkers today. Now, I still have this Ghana. I'm a pretty big Ghana enjoyer still. I think this is one of the teams where Kai Miller is not all that interesting also because of, well, you know, the built-in boost. But we have deal 8 damage with a single activation of Quickfire Max, which means you have to push 2 enemies into a wall with maxed out Quickfire rockets and a boost. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, and then boost 8 mechs in 1 mission. That's probably doable as well. Ghana isn't that good for this team, I feel, because I mean the Napalm mech and the Quickfire mech. The only thing he can be in is the Dispersal mech, but you know, it's fine. Real quick, I'll go over the mechs as well. So we have damage 1 or more tiles in a line and push away adjacent tiles. You can see that there. Quickfire mech shoot 2 projectiles in different directions, and then the Napalm mech, which drops fire in a line and pushes the furthest target. And then also this team gets a boost when they stand on fire. So, I don't know, I think they're pretty hit or miss. I think if you get started well, you can go off, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep Ghana until I see a pilot that I think is worth more. Like, we get pilots as I play through these, but they've just all been awful. Like, I have really been shown a lot of absolute garbage pilots. I got, one of them had Popular Hero. I had, like, multiple role Conservative Invincible as well. It's been rough, but anyway. So this team does a little bit of damage through fire, and then a little bit of damage, a lot of damage actually through push. So we want to think about that. First things first is we want to look at the scions. I think that when you're parsing where you're going, you're looking at the scions because, I don't know, it's tough out here sometimes. Specific scions beat specific teams pretty well. And also the boss we want to think about. Like, I don't really want to fight the spider boss. I think I could maybe fight Scorpion boss, but Moth... Moth is like, I don't... Moth in the first island I find to be challenging. But the rest of this is good. Nautilus and Leaper I think we handle pretty well. I talked about this a little bit recently, but I think that the Spiderling spawning mech is like top 3 worst to fight. I guess our team has a little bit of an advantage because we'll set the Spiderlings on fire when we kill enemies, but I am not a fan of fighting these guys. And then I kind of want to go to Detritus because theoretically the plus max HP Scion shouldn't be that bad. We can just set him on fire and then he'll die over 2 turns, or we can push him into a wall. Something like that. And then Leapers are fine, Hornets are a little annoying, and Bouncers are fine. I think it's here, but I might be wrong because Hornets might be troubling. Like, how do we kill an Alpha Hornet? That's a great question. Kill 7 enemies sounds hard. Let's talk through this. So, this is a team that does not feel strong at the outset. And as a result, I think that it's hard to get Perfect Island if I take bad or difficult objectives. Now that being said, Block Vex spawning 3 times is a very hard thing to do. Kill 7 enemies is also pretty hard, but at least I think we're going to start on kill 7 enemies. Yeah, the upside is we came here where there are leapers, so it's a little bit easier. But the downside is, oh my god, look at this little area. So I want to put the Quickfire mech in a position where it might be able to hit 2. It has a movement of 4. So could it ever hit 2 here? I mean, if an enemy goes to the other side of the buildings, it's a maybe. So I want to maybe position like this. Now, the upside of this map is that despite looking very bad, 2 of the tiles that the enemies will go to and attack from are actually not attacks they can make. So this tile, C2 and B4, are both tiles that the enemies cannot attack from, which is nice, at least. And then this tile is meaningless. I mean, I guess I can't push them there, but we'll see. Really, I'm just going to get farmed by this Hornet, is the problem I see. Yeah, like, that doesn't matter. Fine. Oh my god. Okay. So I put the quickfire mech on the left, and the enemies went to the right. A classic mistake on my end. The enemies have also made and declared 5 attacks on buildings, so this attack doesn't matter, we can ignore it, because he just gets pushed out of the way. This doesn't help me. You can go like this, does 1, and then pushes the leaper over to hit this guy, but the leaper only does 3. Now, to be honest with you, if I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you, this is probably the sort of start where you look at this and you go, okay, so we just start a new run, right? This is the sort of start where I went to my first island, I did my thinking, and this looks doomed. However, I do believe heavily in playing it out, so I won't immediately throw in the towel, but this looks awful. We could do this shot, and then shoot along the line, and I'll only take 4. This is like, we're making compromises to take final island levels of damage right now, is where I am. We're looking at how do I compromise down to 4 damage from 6. If I do nothing, I take 4, so taking 4 has to be wrong. Surely. Yeah, man, I was really gambling on the... I'm not even gambling, I was just expecting the Hornet to attack me on the left here. When I positioned like this, I'm very shocked that it just fucked off here. If I do something like here and take this shot, I can then quick fire to kill the bouncer, which will let Ghana walk up and push the Hornet away, and I take 2. What about this? That looks bad. What about this? That looks also bad. If I could move the quickfire mech to this tile, I think we would have a better chance, but again, I positioned for one thing and another thing happened. I guess I could have put myself in a more central position, but what's done is done. I can take this shot, followed by here, and then I'll take 3. What about followed by here? Then I'll take 2. But I'll have a mech available to take a turn. Sadly, it's the quickfire mech, which is absolutely worthless in this combat position. Extremely unfortunately. This unit is absolutely dead to me. I think 2 is the outcome we're going to walk away from this with. And that's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not really fine, but that's what we get. It's so close, man. If I could... Yeah, what am I doing? I'm taking this shot? So I could... Obviously, I could take here. Here. Oh, I can take 1. Okay. That's better. I don't know why it took me so long to see this idea. We can take 1. And we stopped the spawn, so that seems fun. 1 damage from that is really pretty good. And this guy puts himself into the acid. It is what it is. What did these people do to this Hornet? Explain yourselves. What'd you do to this guy? Oh my god. If I move the napalm mech over to here... I don't like that, actually. Oh, I can move him through. That's what I need. And then I can... Because the idea here is pretty simple. I'm sure you can see it. We go push the Hornet off, block 2 spawns. I have to be careful about blocking too many spawns, but we go bop bop. Push away the Hornet. He's gonna actually burn to death. And we only have to kill 3 more enemies, so... And that Hornet spawns on fire. Yeah, there he is. You were supposed to do this on turn 1, you piece of shit. Don't ever look at me again. This enemy is dead. I can completely ignore it. I'm gonna have Ghana go block a spawn and boost himself. I only have to kill 1 on the next turn, so it feels like the best idea is going to be to block another spawn. Because this guy's going to burn to death, we can just ignore it. Thank you, conveyor belt. A Scion? Okay. Yeah, I guess you got me here. Now, real quick, I just want to check something if you don't mind. Two. So I could get the achievement here, is the thing, right? And there's actually no reason not to get the achievement here. Because the achievement, if you remember, is deal 8 damage with a single activation of Quickfire. So if I lay down the fire here, walk into the boost, that's 8 damage. I didn't think about getting it like that, but you know what? It's fine with me. And then we ignore this guy because he's on a tile that does not actually hit. Cool. 7 enemies killed, achievement grabbed. Like, I wonder if you keep the achievement if you were to reset turn after that. That'd be interesting to see. It pops up in Steam, so I would imagine yes. And for all my doomsaying, we walked out of that only -1. So, I suppose it's fine. We walk out of it +1 because of the double power gain, but nonetheless. So I guess I'm down to go Detritus Contraptions. This thing is really helpful, especially into a combat with things like Leapers. Also, it is in a not ideal position. I feel like the Quickfire mech really does have to just get in there, get into the freaking melee, and start beating the fuck out of enemies. And, oh, what's gonna happen here? You see what's gonna happen here? What's going to happen here? An enemy's just gonna wall me in. It's what's gonna happen with this positioning. My Quickfire mech is gonna be completely worthless because Ghana's gonna get trapped. He's gonna get webbed or just bouncered on, and I'm gonna be stuck. So I should reposition. I think it should be like this then. They can't really block us all. Do it like this. I think I'd rather push them left than right. That is an interesting time pod location. Not really bad. It's not in the way of anything. Get the fuck off of me. Yeah. This looks about how I would expect it to. So we have... This shot is very clean. Because it should... I think I'm gonna take 1 here. Right? That's my initial assessment of this is I'm going to take 1. 2 damage doesn't really matter that much. Oh, you can walk through the contraption? Huh. Weird. 2, 3, 4. Again, we have 5 attacks we have to stop, unfortunately. I can do a little fire action like this, but it doesn't actually seem that good. Because, like, ultimately, let's start with this. How would I ever stop this Hornet's attack? Is it possible to stop this Hornet's attack without burning down one of my buildings? The Alpha Hornet here. Like not even is it possible to do it. But like, not even is it possible to do it on this turn, just is it possible to stop this attack without hitting a building with our tools? Yes. No. I would have to kill my pilot. Or I guess I could try to kill the Hornet itself, but... If I tried to kill the Hornet itself. What if I did this? You have a boost, which would do... Okay, no, I could kill it. Follow through. You would shoot here. With the boost, it does 2. The fire would do 1. And then the missile barrage would do 1. The missile barrage would kill the Scion, dropping my opponent to 4. And then he would burn to death. It would also kill this Leaper. Of course, in the end of that line, we're taking 2 damage. Which is not good. And one of my pilots is dying. So that seems bad. I think you're taking 1 here. Now, unfortunately, I might actually have to take 2, because how do I stop this bouncer and this Hornet? You stop the bouncer by pushing him, of course, but following that, he's kind of like, he's just in the way. You can't really stop the Hornet. But if you go here, then he's just going to hit the building. And he's going to, also, if I put him here, I am going to kill my bottleneck. So that also seems bad. It doesn't shield itself, right? Right. Anything interesting I could do with attack order here? I don't see it, but we should still look for it. I think the line is we take 2. We kill so many enemies for taking 2. And yeah, we kill almost everything. It's just a shame I can't do anything about this Hornet. The Alpha. Alright. One more second. Give me another second to look at it. My hands are pretty tied here, but oh no, this idea is actually pretty cool, but doesn't work because of the time pod. So the time pod ends up being a real nightmare as well. This idea doesn't have a whole lot of merit to it anyway. I'm still taking 2, but I'm just killing less enemies. Okay. I'm gonna follow through here. Now, I want Ghana to not get these kills, so I'm going to have him shoot first. Then we do our 1 to all. Then you go fire here. Kills the bouncer. And then quick fire here. Fuck that mountain. It's okay. Next turn we'll probably shield up. See, like a much better turn out of our opponent here, who has decided to do nothing of note. Thank you, brother. This Hornet's 1 HP. I want to keep my man here at a nice central location, and then Ghana goes to block a spawn. And I guess I push it. I have to put a shield up here. If I shoot my weapon, I'm killing like half my team. So if you get shielded while on fire, what happens? I have no clue. I actually have no idea. Let's see. Does the fire go out, or do you still burn to death? I think it still burns to death. Or does the shield would never block the fire? That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, okay, you still burn to death. Good to know for the future as well. An interesting interaction I have not heard of. Field has countermanded my order to remain intact. You tell him, buddy. Pop off. The Hornet sent itself, which is great. This boost is meaningless. I have to shoot another shield barrage and another missile barrage. I guess this is the way we shoot the Hornet and push the Mantis off of killing my man. Or I guess hitting my shield, but eventually killing my man. And then when I launch the missiles, it'll kill. You can make it into the fire. I would prefer missile barrage first here, so that our pilot gets double. You gotta go in the fire. Thank you. That should be a level up. I would actually love to see a popular hero. Thick Skin on a team with fire immunity is just very funny. Where would I where do I want this Hornet to not go? I want this Hornet to not go onto this tile. Right here, right? Onto D6. Anywhere else I can push it off easily. If it's on D6, I guess I could push it. No, I cannot. I can't really push it off easily on D6 because I can't push it upwards easily. Because it'll be attacking left. So this seems like the idea to me. Just move to D6 to block the bad move for our opponent. A nice little leaper to finish us off here. Push my opponent. And then hit the shield. Could have been better. We took 2, but is to be expected. Early game of a team that is of shaky value. It's easy to forget that we were playing like 2 of the most popular, or not most popular, but 2 of what I think are the most powerful teams in the last few episodes. So now we have to go back to being a little more cautious. Oh, hey, we win the game. Okay, cool. Excellent. I mean, it's just over. This is ridiculous. This weapon, Refractor Laser, is so good. When we put 2 damage into this thing with the boost, oh, okay, the run is over. We won. That is a ridiculous high roll. I cannot overstate how good that is. We're gonna power that up here, and we're gonna go nuts. Defend the VIPs should be pretty free. I feel much better about our position now with this, and Ghana's gonna be able to deploy anywhere on the map too. Ooh. I just have to put like 4 reactor cores into him. I need to level up the beam, and then I need to give him +1 move so that he can get, because we're gonna position him towards the edges of the map now, so he can get sick triple collaterals. Hostiles detected. You tell him, buddy. My favorite part about the VI our massive, super powerful mechs versus the fucking Jeep. Who would escape the webs? That's right, it's the Jeep. Get the hell out of there, buddy. Got my fucking Jeep Wrangler. These bugs aren't catching me today. Get me the hell out of here, boss. Okay. So what's the lineup that I want to do? Where do I want to fire my very good beam shot here? Okay. I could also just shoot it up the middle here. Kill 2. Now, it will hit buildings, which is a little annoying. Not too bad. Do something like this. Remember, we can boost as well. That's the thing we want to keep in mind here. I have to figure out what I want to do with the laser beam first, because I think I need to shoot it first. I think I actually just want to take this shot. Yeah, okay. So follow the idea here. You take that shot, you go fireball. What does this do? This kills 3 enemies, and this is why the max HP edit Scion is not so bad. These guys are all now dead whenever he dies, which sets up a pretty sick triple collateral. Although one of them's gonna burn to death, so it won't actually be a triple collateral. So that's a solid start. We even got to save a bit of gas in the tank. You know, gas prices these days, am I right, fellas? Can I get a hell yeah? No? Okay. Anyway. This is a little annoying, of course. I guess it's not that bad, though. Hang on, because you can go... This shot does 1. This shot does 3, setting him to 1. And then you... Oh, you get like a crazy quick fire shot here. You watch... Tell me this is not a satisfying play. Are you ready for this? If you're not watching, I would like to direct your attention to the screen for this one. Please give me a moment of your attention. Watch this shot. Oh my god, that actually... Oh. 4 enemies die in a single shot. Ooh. Actually, no, that was 5. I killed 5 enemies with that quickfire shot. God damn. How lovely. 3, that's gonna be 5 spawns, right? Yeah, it's gonna equalize to 5. Well, all we have to do is keep the VIPs alive, but I am down to just start farming kills. Try to get some levels out of this where we can. And also, let's grab some boost here. I'm gonna go stop this. I need to position a little bit better. Realistically, leaving this enemy alive is like... Or no, it's fine. He dies over 2 turns. Never mind. It's fine. Because he'll burn to death next turn. Yeah. I'm gonna end my turn. Actually, since this is second to last turn now, I can spend the gas to drive my man out of there. He's never gonna use both. Yeah, this bouncer can go attack wherever it wants. It has to burn to death. Dead. That's a sick double shot right there. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, letting more enemies spawn just boosting myself and letting more enemies spawn just leads to 4 extra XP here, like so. And then yeah, we can get. This is all very min-maxy, but you know, this is what you're meant to do here. We can get a little more experience on the characters we care about by setting the Leaper on fire, because fire damage is not considered as a specific unit getting the kill, so it splits the experience, as you can see. So that's an extra, like, 1 or 2 XP on the characters that we care about. 1 to 2 characters. Solid. I feel like, I mean, I guess it's been 20 minutes. I feel like we've been here for a while now. We aren't finished yet, but it's fine. I'm having fun. So block 3 spawns feels a lot more doable now. Protect the clinic is a little bit more suspicious, but we'll see. Or maybe, you know what? It's maybe a little too cocky. Although if I pass this bonus objective, I have... I could throw away... If I pass this bonus objective, I have 9 reputation, so without selling, I am able to get 3 cores, which I think is worth the risk. I want to place Ghana next to one of the teleporters here. Or can I put him in range of both? I think I can put him in range of both teleporters. Yeah, okay. I want him to be able to teleport to one of these 2 tiles. That's how he's gonna get in the fray. I think these bouncers are gonna rip me apart, though. Yeah. And the clinic. Ooh. And I got my walk up blocked. You want to do this? This is a pretty brutal one. I knew it was gonna be rough. It's not all that shocking, but this is sinister. This Leaper jumping me like this is absolutely sinister. These guys are... So this does 4 and then 3 if I were to tele... No, it would do 3 and then 2, right? So I can't quite get Ghana to the point... Well, I guess I can. I can get him to the point where he would have potentially kill one of these, but it doesn't pan out because I don't kill the Hornet. And I don't actually have a way to kill the Soldier. But obviously I cannot take 4. I actually just lose the game. It's not like a, oh well, I cannot take 4 here. It's like I will die. The game ends. It is over. So I'm actually getting farmed by the Soldier Scion here, by the way, after all my disrespect. This is pretty rough. I'm not sure I can survive this even. This leaper really blocks me out of the game, it feels like. I'm getting what I deserve, though. But, like, I just want to take... So the idea that we should be able to walk through here, if this leaper didn't do this to me, the idea we should be able to walk through is taking 2 here to push both of the bouncers off and then just moving the Hornet away. But the 2 HP leaper really just puts an end to my game plan. That doesn't do it. You can get to here, which doesn't help. My napalm mech was supposed to be able to assist from this side, but like I was thinking I would teleport it in and then stop whatever's on the clinic, but I should have thought about this more and realized that I was about to get farmed by these 2 alpha bouncers. It's a pretty brutal spawn as well. This doesn't break the web is the problem. Also, my Ghana being right here is a real pain. Yeah, it doesn't help. Because I should be able to like push this leaper back into the teleporter to get my quickfire mech free, and then when I do that, I could then maybe kill the Soldier Scion and kill one of these guys, but that looks doomed as well. I think I'm dead. I actually think I am just dead on turn 1 here. I didn't think it would spawn 2 alpha bouncers to do 4 damage to me like this. It's pretty savage from the video game. I have the laser beam, man. I gotta fight my way out of this. There's gotta be an answer that lets me survive. I can take this shot. This is something I haven't looked at yet. What would this let me do? Because now my quickfire mech is free and boosted. Which lets me go maybe kill here? Oh man, but I'm gonna lose the clinic, right? I guess it would let me go 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can live this, I think? No, I'm getting trolled by the teleporter, right? In this idea, because I can't make it to the teleporter pad. Oh my god, man, this leaper fucking ruined my day. What the hell? Look at this. It should be, I should take 2 here and we should be fine, but this leaper is blocking my path to the teleporter. A fucking monster. Because you should be able to push here, walk the quickfire mech over, kill the Scion and the Hornet, and then Ghana should be able to port over to here and shoot the tower. And that would stop this damage. So I guess I can do it like this and take 2 actually, right? Same idea is in play. Okay, that's fine. Ghana doesn't make it to here. Okay, so there is a line that lets us survive at least. It's... wait. 1, 2, 3... No! It's fine, you have to go the other way. Here. Here. And the clinic stays intact. Okay, we found a line that doesn't lose us the game on the spot. Great news, everyone. Theoretically, after surviving this, we should be not too bad off either. Okay. 2 damage, not so bad. I've played so greedily on this first island, and it's kind of just how I tend to play, I guess, in the games like this, where we're gonna play absurdly greedy lines, and then if I lose, I'm just gonna reset. Because that's just, it's how I go about stuff like this, I suppose. I have to stop 3 spawns. That's so hard. Attack order is not in my favor. I was thinking I could push the bouncer onto the telepad and then let him kill here, but no. The Mantis shoots first. So if I were to... Can you set the teleporter on fire? It looks like you can. And then I could have Ghana step into it, which would let him take the laser beam shot. Isn't that stupid? Oh, he goes here. No, wait, that just blows up a building. That's a terrible idea. That line absolutely kills me. And so, instead, we can take this shot, pushing the Alpha Bouncer in the way, hitting the regular bouncer and killing him. Oh no, so hitting the other Alpha Bouncer, killing him. 3-4, indeed. And that also blocks the spawn, so that seems very good. Following that, I'm feeling a second block with our quickfire mech and a third fire play. And that looks okay to me. I'll block both spawns and kill 2, so we should have a lot of spawns to work with. Oh, and also, I may as well do 1. Ghana's in a terrible spot over in the corner, but I mean, it's looking like we might manage to finish the perfect island here, so have some hope. Sometimes the spawns on these maps are just crazy. Like, this pair of buildings is absurd to defend. Absolutely unbelievable. I think the play is to let the bouncer block the spawn for me instead of shooting him. You can just go block. I can't block this one. I can block this one. Sure. How does this look at the end? I think it looks better if I go eat teleports and set this enemy on fire, because then it'll die when the Alpha Bouncer bounces into it, and this enemy will spawn on fire. And more importantly, blocking this spawn on F is important, because this could just be like a Hornet that spawned. Like an Alpha Hornet spawning out of this would just guaranteed kill me, I'm pretty sure. This is the sort of thing, though, where I will never know if that decision is the difference between living and dying, because it's just impossible to know what comes out of this. There's a chance it's a regular Mantis that just jumps in and kills itself. So, I will choose to make the assumption that that was a winning play. here, laser beam shot. It does 2 baseline when you go like this, so you can go like that, and fire. We made it. Holy moly, we found a winning line. I can't believe it. We have been absolutely hemorrhaging our grid, and I did not do anything to help that issue. I have made things significantly harder than they needed to be, and I'm probably going to lose here. Oh my god, look at this acid. Wait, look at this acid! I can't deploy! I can't play the game! I'm about to get farmed. On the bright side, there's no health scion, so we can at least try to kill these bouncers, but like, holy moly, I'm about to get annihilated. How do I stop both of these bouncers from ruining my day? I think I've actually just lost. I don't think I'm surviving this. The positioning I have to do here, I think, ruins the run. Maybe something like this. Where's this mantis going to go? Because what I would like to be... I have to set up a double kill with the dispersal mech. I have to get really lucky here, basically. I think it's doomed. I think that this is absolutely ruined. But maybe the enemies are going to walk it down into acid and lose the game for themselves. Oh, tragic. And you can't get the bouncer into hitting its own buddy here. If I could move this bouncer over... Come on, man. Just one more space. I mean, it's not... I can't do anything about this, right? No, I could have won... No, I cannot position here. It's actually impossible for me to reach this tile, which I had to reach. So... yeah. Pretty fucking brutal out of the game. I can't... Can I actually do anything about this, or is it... Did I just get caught? I think I just got checkmated. Ghana could never get over here. How frustrating is that? No enemy walked it into acid either? Yeah, I mean, this is my own fault for playing so fast and loose with the power grid, right? If I have the power grid a little higher, this is not much of an issue. I think even one more on the power grid and we would be fine here. But, well, I guess I can do this shot, right? But in taking this shot, I'm pretty sure I'm lost because I can't get the boss off of here. Because the spot that I need to get the boss off of the quickfire mech is standing on. Yeah, and this shot doesn't do it. Shooting him to the left doesn't work either. Yeah. What a shame. Man, I've been so farmed by these leapers in this run. It's crazy. Like, it's actually so nuts. These leapers are all over me. But this is like, whenever they limit your turn 1 positioning, I feel like you're so at the mercy of the game. You're just praying that the video game doesn't annihilate you like this. If this leaper swings on the building here, I think we get out of it, because I can... No, wait, I would still die. I would still take 1. If the attack order is a little different, I think we get out of it. But this looks lost to me. You know, it's a good lesson to learn. I have often played more conservatively with my power grid, so I wanted to try playing a little more aggressively, and I mean, it's not that surprising, is it? But also, I think this would have been survivable if I was allowed to place my units down in acid. Because if I could just drop like here, if I was able to put this napalm mech was supposed to start on this tile, and then it can go in and affect this attack here, and we can start to really work through this. I think it's still hard, but no, if I was allowed to deploy here, it would be fine, because I would be able to push the boss off. Well, the slight differences, right? Deploy here, you can push this enemy over, and then you can push the boss off and take one. But, well, no, I cannot push the boss off here. I cannot push him over because he does an AoE attack. I'm taking 3. I don't want to just give up right now. Like, I'm not ready to throw in the towel. Because if I were to survive this, I think this would be a victory of whatever I wanted. If there's a line here that lives, I think we will win the run. But unfortunately, I don't think that if is coming through. Because how do I stop this attack and this attack, right? If I can stop the bouncer leader and the alpha bouncer without taking one, I will survive this combat. And so I have, I mean, of course, I have the push the bouncer leader off play. And then what? I have nothing else, right? I can free up the quickfire mech, but for what? Yeah. Ultimately, when I made my positioning like this, my thought process was, I need to... In positioning like this, what I was hoping for was a shot where the Mantis ends up here. And, like, basically the idea was if I position like this, I can kill a 3 health enemy on this tile and then shoot the Mantis if it's on line with it. But unfortunately, the Mantis just jumped my quickfire mech and locked me out of the game. By the way, my idea to push this guy by shooting here doesn't even save me. I still die. That idea is out. So there's just nothing, right? I'm pretty sure there's just nothing. I think this is a hard loss. And the main problem here is that the quickfire mech adds absolutely nothing to this turn. This unit is fucking worthless here. I could push the boss over to here, and then I could push him back. But then I'm dying. I'm dying here. I'm always dying here. If I use the napalm mech to move the boss, I'm dying here. Is there, oh, let's just go through it. Is there a line that I can take that would stop me from taking this 2 and this one? Push the boss back. No. I mean, is there a way for Ghana to make this boss not hit me? I'm just looking for something that doesn't exist at this point, I'm pretty sure. It's an extremely, extremely frustrating loss, because ultimately, if I'm able to... I guess it's still hard if I'm able to position my napalm mech where I want it to, because if I can go here, I still can't stop the boss, but... You know. I just want to be mad. If the attack order was a little different too, but of course the boss always goes first. So really the takeaway here is, if I had 1 more HP, we would probably be fine, but... Unfortunately, I played too greedy and I lost. It's not even like, oh, well, the game fucked me over here. It's my fault. You can't really argue against it. I played a very aggressively greedy line up until this point, maximizing my reputation, and I had to sack HP at every point, and I died. And I died for it. If I have 1 more HP, if this is 1 less damage for some reason, I live this. But no, alas, it was so close, man. That's disappointing. I feel like what I did there doesn't make... It's not, like, unbelievable. The at 4 HP going for the mission that I went for, it's not out of this world, because if it's not two bouncers in the corner attacking me in a way that forces me to take two, it's probably fine. But it ends up where I made a lot of choices that I think on average pan out and are okay, but a little bit of a bad roll here and there, and I just bled out on HP over the island. So, what can you do? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.